Hello everyone, welcome to Current Affairs MCQs program. Let's begin with previous day's practice question. Question was recently the report titled The Emissions Divide Inequity Across Countries and Income Classes was published by which of the following? Council on Energy, Environment and Water, Center for Policy Research, Impact and Policy Research Institute or Center for Society and Policy. The correct answer is option A, Council on Energy, Environment and Water. Recently, a report titled The Emissions Divide Inequity Across Countries and Income Classes was released by the Council on Energy, Environment and Water, a Delhi-based policy research institute. According to the report, the average per capita carbon emissions of many developed countries were found to be much higher than those of the richest 10% in the developing countries such as Argentina, Brazil, India and the ASEAN region. Using data from the World Inequality Database and the World Bank, the study analyzed per capita CO2 emissions for different income brackets across 14 countries, the European Union and the ASEAN region spanning the developed and developing world. The study said there is an urgent need for developed countries and China to embrace sustainable lifestyles and vacate carbon space for developing countries. Therefore, option A is the correct answer. Now let's begin today's session. First question is sometimes seen in the news. The Bab al-Mandab Strait connects the Red Sea with which of the following? Gulf of Guinea and Indian Ocean, Gulf of Aden and Indian Ocean, Gulf of Eilat or Indian Ocean. The correct answer is option B, Gulf of Aden and Indian Ocean. Recently, Yemen's Houthi rebels have engaged in attacks on ships in the southern part of the Red Sea and the Bab al-Mandab Strait. The Bab al-Mandab Strait is between northeast Arabia and southwest Africa. It connects the Red Sea with the Gulf of Aden and the Indian Ocean. It is important for trade linking the Mediterranean Sea to the Indian Ocean. It is a key route for shipping, especially oil and fuel. It borders Yemen in Arabia and Djibouti and Eritrea in Africa. Therefore, option B is the correct answer. Next question is what is the IUCN status of the Cinereous vulture, that is Aegyptius monachus, near threatened, extinct in the wild, least concern or endangered? The correct answer is option A, near threatened. Recently, the Asola Bhatti Wildlife Sanctuary had a rare sighting of the Cinereous vulture, one of the biggest birds of prey in the world. The bird is also called Eurasian black vulture or monk vulture. It moves from high to low altitudes known as altitudinal migration. It lives in hilly and mountainous places liking dry, semi-open areas like high-altitude meadows. The vulture is mostly seen in Spain, Portugal, South France, Central Asia, Northern India, Northern Manchuria, Mongolia and Korea. The IUCN status of this bird is near threatened. Therefore, option A is the correct answer. Next question is consider the following statements regarding the smooth-coated otter. 1. The smooth-coated otter is listed as critically endangered on the IUCN Red List. 2. It is known for its distinctive feature of having a smoother and shorter fur compared to other otter species. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2 or neither 1 nor 2? The correct answer is option B, 2 only. The Kaval Tiger Reserve is evolving into a thriving haven for an intriguing aquatic species, the smooth-coated otter referred to as Niti Pili in Telugu. The smooth-coated otter is listed as vulnerable on the IUCN Red List. Hence, statement 1 is not correct. The smooth-coated otter is named for its unique fur characteristics, which are smoother and shorter than those of other otter species. Hence, statement 2 is correct. Smooth-coated otter is characterized by a very smooth, sleek pelage. Therefore, option B is the correct answer. Next question is consider the following statements regarding the Competition Commission of India. 1. The Competition Commission of India is a statutory body responsible for enforcing the Competition Act 2002 throughout India. 2. One of the primary objectives of CCI is to regulate monopolies and promote free trade practices in the Indian market. 3. The Competition Commission of India is empowered to approve large mergers and acquisitions before they are finalized. How many of the statements given above is or are correct? Only 1, only 2, all 3 or none? The correct answer is option C, all 3. Recently, the Competition Commission of India has approved the proposed combination involving acquisition of certain equity shares and special rights in Niva Bupa Health Insurance Limited by India Business Excellence Fund 4. The CCI is a statutory body established under the Competition Act 2002 with the responsibility of enforcing the Act throughout India. Hence, statement 1 is correct. One of the key functions of the CCI is to prevent practices that have an adverse effect on competition, promote and sustain competition, protect the interest of consumers, and ensure freedom of trade in the markets of India. Hence, statement 2 is correct. The CCI has the authority to review and approve large mergers and acquisitions to ensure they don't lead to a significant adverse effect on competition in India. Hence, statement 3 is correct. Therefore, option C is the correct answer. Next question is based on the recent breakthrough in cancer treatment. Consider the following statements about AKTOCYTE tablets. 1. AKTOCYTE tablets are developed by a collaboration between the Department of Atomic Energy and IDRS Labs Private Limited, Bengaluru, primarily for the treatment of radiotherapy-induced cystitis in pelvic cancer patients. 2. The tablets have not yet received any regulatory approval in India. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2? The correct answer is option A, 1 only. Recently, the AKTOCYTE tablets, developed through a collaborative effort between the Department of Atomic Energy and IDRS Labs Private Limited, Bengaluru, have shown remarkable results in treating radiotherapy-induced cystitis, especially in pelvic cancer patients. Hence, statement 1 is correct. The AKTOCYTE tablets have received approval from the Food Safety and Standards Authority of India, which confirms their safety and compliance, making them a reliable option for healthcare professionals and patients. Hence, statement 2 is not correct. The AKTOCYTE tablets have been effective, especially for patients with pelvic cancer who are dealing with blood in urine, a problem caused by radiotherapy. AKTOCYTE is designed to serve multiple roles in cancer treatment. It supports radiotherapy, helps repair and nourish the body, boosts the immune system, and protects cells from damage, highlighting its diverse uses in treating cancer. Therefore, option A is the correct answer. Next question is recently seen in the news. INS Kadmatt is best described by which of the following? Submarine, patrol boat, anti-submarine warfare corvette, or destroyer? The correct answer is option C, anti-submarine warfare corvette. Recently, as part of the ongoing long-range OP deployment, INS Kadmatt arrived at Manila, Philippines. A variety of interactions and activities have been arranged for the members of both navies during the port visit. After leaving Manila, INS Kadmatt and the BRP Ramon Alcaraz, a Philippine Navy patrol vessel, are set to conduct a joint maritime exercise in the South China Sea. The INS Kadmatt, an anti-submarine warfare corvette, is a domestically designed and constructed vessel outfitted with advanced anti-submarine weaponry. Therefore, option C is the correct answer. Next question is consider the following statements regarding the element plutonium, sometimes seen in the news. 1. Plutonium is a naturally occurring radioactive element found in trace amounts in the Earth's crust. 2. It is primarily used as a fuel in nuclear reactors and in the production of nuclear weapons. 3. Plutonium-238 is commonly used in space missions as a source of heat and electricity in radioisotope thermoelectric generators. How many of the statements given above is or are correct? Only 1, only 2, all 3, or none? The correct answer is option B, only 2. Plutonium was first produced and isolated on December 14, 1940 at the University of California, Berkeley. Plutonium is not found naturally in significant quantities. It is mostly a byproduct of uranium in nuclear reactors. Hence, statement 1 is not correct. Plutonium is widely used as fuel in nuclear reactors and is a key material in the manufacture of nuclear weapons. Hence, statement 2 is correct. Plutonium-238, distinct from the isotope used in weapons and reactors, plutonium-239 is indeed used in space missions for its heat generating capacity in radioisotope thermoelectric generators. Hence, statement 3 is correct. Therefore, option B is the correct answer. Next question is consider the following statements about the Asian Development Bank, that is ADB. 1. The Asian Development Bank was established in 1966 with the primary purpose of fostering economic growth and cooperation in the Asia-Pacific region. 2. The headquarters of the Asian Development Bank is located in Tokyo, Japan. 3. As of 2023, the Asian Development Bank has more than 50 member countries from across the globe. How many of the statements given above is or are correct? Only one, only two, all three, or none? The correct answer is option A, only one. Recently, the central government has entered into a pact with the Asian Development Bank to secure a $200 million loan from ADB. The loan is intended to enhance the quality, effectiveness, and dependability of electricity distribution in Uttarakhand. The Asian Development Bank was indeed established in 1966 to promote economic and social progress in the Asia-Pacific region. Hence, statement 1 is correct. The headquarters of the Asian Development Bank is located in Manila, Philippines. Hence, statement 2 is not correct. As of 2023, the Asian Development Bank has 68 members, which includes countries from both within and outside the Asia-Pacific region. Hence, statement 3 is not correct. Therefore, option A is the correct answer. Next question is, on which day is the National Energy Conservation Day is observed? 12th December, 13th December, 14th December, or 15th December? The correct answer is option C, 14th December. The National Energy Conservation Day is celebrated on December 14 every year in order to spread the message on the importance of conserving energy and to showcase the achievements of the nation in energy efficiency and conservation. This year, the President of India will address the gathering and also felicitate the winners of the National Energy Conservation Awards 2023, National Energy Efficiency Innovation Awards 2023, and National Painting Competition on Energy Conservation 2023. The National Energy Conservation Day and the awards are being organized by the Bureau of Energy Efficiency under the Ministry of Power, Government of India. The Bureau of Energy Efficiency is mandated as per the Energy Conservation Act 2001 to regulate and promote energy efficiency and its conservation in India. Therefore, option C is the correct answer. Last question is, consider the following statements about the UAE consensus recently seen in the news. 1. The UAE consensus calls for a transition away from fossil fuels to achieve net zero by 2040. 2. It encourages nations to establish specific targets for increasing the use of clean energy and improving energy efficiency by 2030. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2? The correct answer is option B, 2 only. Recently in Dubai, countries came together to achieve a significant milestone with the UAE consensus. This agreement represents a historic step toward moving away from fossil fuels and working towards achieving net zero emissions by the year 2050. The UAE consensus calls for a transition away from fossil fuels to achieve net zero by 2050. Hence, statement 1 is not correct. The UAE consensus encourages nations to set specific targets for increasing the use of clean energy and enhancing energy efficiency by the year 2030. Hence, statement 2 is correct. The UAE consensus sets a course for substantial reductions in greenhouse gas emissions. Therefore, option B is the correct answer. Now it's time for the practice question. Recently, Indian Forest and Wood Certification Scheme was launched by which of the following ministries? Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, Ministry of Rural Development, Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, or Ministry of Planning? Send the answer of this question in the comment section. Stay tuned for the next episode. Thanks for watching.